See this? I hate squatting low bar. We're gonna kick off the vlog this week by me taking you guys through my lower body warm-up. I use a sequence of 3 moves. This first one here stretches out my hip flexors. I wanted to get some different angles for you guys. This next one here stretches out my groin. And what I'm trying to do is keep my torso very upright. And I sit straight down into my hips. This third and final one is used to stretch my glutes. So once again, in this sequence, it's crucial that you guys stay upright. Here is just a very simple stretch for my calves. I typically hold my stretches for 60 seconds each position on each leg. Once I'm done with the stretching, I move on to using the hip circle to warm up my hips even more. This also helps me activate my glutes. I do 10 kicks front back and then 10 kicks side to side. I ended off by doing some goblet squats. As you guys can see here, I like to sit into the position. And it's not just about going through the reps, but getting loose in those positions. That's why I like to bounce around. I finished my lower body warm up with some foam rolling. I only do about 10 to 15 reps on my upper back and my IT band. I find the IT band very important because it helps loosen up a lot of knee stiffness. Here's a quick tip for you guys. You see here, I'm bending and flexing. That's going to make you feel it a lot more. I forgot my shaker bottle. I gotta go to the dome. That'll wake you up. So prior to the set of 205, I started with an empty bar for 10 reps, and then I moved on to 135 for 4 reps. Like I said in the previous vlog, I always start with the bar. This upcoming warm-up set of 295 was probably the last good set of the workout, and it all just goes downhill from here. I couldn't get my hands in proper position today, and as a result, my elbows were taking the load of the squat, and they were absolutely killing me for the rest of the workout. Here's Alex chalking me up before my final warm-up set, before my top set, and by this point, I could barely re-rack the bar myself, even though I set the pegs lower than last week by squatting in the rig. If you guys couldn't tell by the expression on my face at the end of that clip, I was not happy with that set. Due to me not being able to get into my optimal position because of the pain in my elbows, I was folding over so much, causing me to use my back to get that weight up instead of my legs, which should be doing most of the work. At this point, it was time for my volume sets, but I had to re-rack the weight as soon as I stood up because my elbows couldn't take it. Here's me trying to do some band work to relieve the pain in my elbows so that I could get back to the sets. I did eventually manage to finish them, but I had to take a good amount of time off during the workout. This was a shame because I had such a great warm-up, so I was expecting to kill it today, but that didn't end up happening. I'm happy that I did manage to finish off my squats though. If it's one thing I hate, it's not finishing what I started. I want to make a clear distinction between having perseverance and toughness and working around pain or injury and just being plain dumb and not knowing when to call it a day. I will never do anything that will hurt my body. I knew today that if I could get that bar to sit on my back, that weight was coming up. These things happen, guys. It's not realistic to expect to walk into the gym thinking you'll kill every workout. I read somewhere that 10% of your workouts will be amazing, where you're smashing PRs at will. 10% will be awful, like the one I had today. And 80% will just be good, regular sessions. It's these 80% workouts over time, however, that's going to make you great at something. Being good at something is just about consistency. And that applies to everything in life, not just lifting. I did pull-ups this week instead of chin-ups, which I did last week, because this puts less strain on my elbows while still allowing me to work my back. Like I said, guys, it's about working around obstacles. Finish the workout with some hammer curls. I want you guys to give this a try. Try pausing it halfway down. You guys are going to feel it so much more. I actually figured out where to place my hands so that doesn't bug my elbows. So I'm going to say I'm optimistic for squats next week, guys.
Drink your protein. This one is for Lovely specifically. Alex, do you see that?
See what?
Look at it. Don't miss the anabolic window.
My elbows were still bugging me when bench day rolled around, so I immediately threw on some compression cuffs at the start of the workout. These things work great for elbow pain. Shoutouts to Mark Bell and Slingshot for the great products. They relieve pain off your joints by taking the stress that your tendons and ligaments have to do, as well as keep blood in the area. They're super tight though, which they have to be to work, so I did have to take it on and off during the workout because I would lose circulation in my arms. Here you see my boy Rui spotting me. This guy is a machine in the gym, guys. You're going to be seeing a lot of him because he's going to be my training partner. Aside from the discomfort in my elbows, which was manageable, this was a great workout actually. My bench felt great today. My technique and form were on point. If you look at these volume sets, I even paused the last rep for extra long because it felt that good today. Here's a circuit I do with kettlebells for my chest. I do 3 moves in succession: low fly, regular fly, and a chest press, all 7 reps each. I feel flies with kettlebells much more because the weight actually rests outside the palm of my hands instead, so I feel more of a stretch at the bottom. I do these because having a strong chest is critical for a good bench. It is your chest that helps you pause the weight, which I must do in competition, as well as provide that initial explosion and speed to drive the weight up. I usually do dips or tricep work after bench, but I skipped out on that today to give my elbows more rest. All in all, a solid workout. Definitely one of those 80% I was talking about.
So I'm about to start deadlift day. Gonna have a little pre-workout. Look at that. Gotta put them in the freezer, man.
I'm still adjusting to this bar, guys. I definitely don't have the same speed that I do with a deadlift bar that's more whippy. Can't really take the slack out of this bar. This warm-up set of 4 plates actually felt pretty slow, but I was confident that I was hitting that top set regardless. But my back is getting pretty tight, so I think I'm gonna head to my massage guy soon. I was actually supposed to do only 360 today, but I decided to throw on 5 more pounds because a quarter on the bar looks so much better than two tens and a 2.5, right? These are called Dymo deadlifts, and they're basically a banded Romanian deadlift. And what I'm trying to do is thrust the bar as hard as possible. This is a great move for teaching you how to use your glutes in deadlifts. And you'll know if you're doing it wrong too, because if you're doing it wrong and just standing up with the weight, you're not going to hear the clank of the weight. I wrapped up the workout with some front squats just like last week. So upcoming next week, I'm going to show you guys my upper body warm up as well as more of my accessory exercises. Before I head out, remember, I do this for you guys. So if y'all have any questions, training or fitness related, leave a comment. Or if you guys want me to discuss anything in particular, let me know. Until then, peace.